Hola, Charlene T. Easter here, and happy Saturday! I am going to try to type in the chat. I hope that everyone is having a great holiday so far. The not holiday weekend. The holiday was last weekend, okay? So clearly you can see I'm still in a holiday brain. So, welcome to the channel. If this is your first time finding me, welcome. This is a space for melanated women who are prioritizing their health and their happiness. And I believe that we can do that by maintaining our melanin as well as a positive mindset so that we can continue to create magic in our everyday lives, whatever magic is for you. Meaning, whatever is your priority, whatever is important to you, whatever gives you life and makes you happy. Those are the things that I am learning to focus on. And I invite you to join me on the journey while using beauty and wellness routines to indulge in self-care because it's important. So today's video, I am going to share some new things that I picked up from the Luxe world of Chris Collins. And I have a video on my channel that I will link below where I did a review of his discovery set that I picked up from Sephora during one of the Sephora sales. And I have really been loving fragrance. I love all things beauty. I'm a complete and total beauty junkie, but I really have been enjoying fragrance and scented body care and all the things that gets the sister's skin glowing, keeps it silky soft, and have me smelling good. And so I have just been exploring a whole lot of things, and Chris Collins is a Black-owned fragrance house that I discovered from being online and seeing other people talk about it, and was super excited to see that his fragrances, not the entire collection, but several, I believe several, are now available at Sephora.com and in Sephora stores. So that is how I was able to pick it up. But Chris Collins is also available in upscale department stores, Saks Fifth Avenue, Neiman Marcus, Nordstrom, and he, of course, has his own website, The World of Chris Collins. And as mentioned in previous videos, for the ladies who are into tall, dark, chocolate, handsome, you would be interested in checking him out. Because yeah, okay, all right, so this is the discovery set that I reviewed. You can see that one is almost gone and the rest I've played with a little bit, but again, I will link the video below so you can see my thoughts on each one of these fragrances. But a couple of these will be touched on a little bit today because I picked up traveler sizes because I wanted a larger size and because I'm trying a lot of things. And Mr. Chris Collins is a bit of an investment. Do I think he's worth it? I do. I love everything about how the brand came about. I love the stories behind each one of the fragrances. I love how sexy, sophisticated, complex these fragrances are. And I absolutely think they are worth the investment. But I am easing my way into it because I'm trying a whole bunch of things, as you all know if you watch the channel. So what I will pull out real quick is this one. This is African Rooibos. And I just really, 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 really like this. So I will link the video where I talked about these. And today I am going to share his newest release. This is African Rooibos Intens. During Black Friday, Cyber Monday, he was doing 20% off originally, I think. And then there was a 25% off. And I was looking at the site for all the things because not only are his fragrances a bit of an investment, well worth it in my opinion, but of course, I would pick one that I've never smelled and that was in the even more expensive category. So I am going to unbox this and give you all my first impression of African Rooibos Intens. Based on the website, this is like limited edition, so I don't know if it will depend on how it's received, how it sells, whether or not it might become a part of his permanent collection that's available online, or whether he's like, nah, I'm gonna give y'all a taste and you need to get it now or miss out until I bring it back once or twice a year or something. So I'm going to tell you what I think. And his packaging is nice. Everything is sleek and black. If you're not at all familiar, his fragrances, I want to say, are categorized as unisex. However, in my opinion, and let's just be honest, I think almost everything technically is unisex these days because people wear what they want and what smells good to them and on them. And they should. So I do think that the fragrances that I liked the most on my skin, because you know with fragrance, you know, you can smell something and think this smells really, really good. And I really, really like this. And then you can try it on your skin and have a different experience. Like, even if it's not awful, it's still sort of like, or it can be like, yeah. So that is one of the reasons it's really, really wise. Although I'm just telling you, I did not do a wise thing. It is very wise when you can to get a sample or to get a discovery set like this one. And actually, he has a newer one that I believe I purchased when I purchased the African Rooibos Intens that has some of the newer scents in it. So this one is still available, to my knowledge, at Sephora. And real quick, this one comes with Harlem Nights, Dante Sauvage. Hey, Sandra, how are you? African Rooibos, Long Kiss Goodnight, and Lost in Paradise, which is actually the first Traveler I purchased before I smelled any of these because of the fragrance notes. I knew that I should like it. Okay, so this one is available at Sephora. I'm not going to belabor smelling this African Rooibos Intens and telling y'all what I think and giving y'all my first impressions. But After that, I will show you the newer discovery set that is available on his website and tell you which of the Chris Collins fragrances are available in that one, in case you're interested. So let's see. Let's see. Oh, okay. So this is the box. Sleek, sophisticated. And it opens like this. So this is the fragrance. And I don't know if you can tell by looking at this, but these, because of the whole story behind how the brand started and the connection between Paris and Harlem and the Renaissance, like it's such an interesting story. Please, if you are interested in Chris Collins, if this is your first time ever hearing about it, check out the video that I'm going to link below that I did my review, because it has more information. And then of course I'll put a couple of other videos where he's being interviewed, so you ladies can see what he looks like. Okay. And you can hear more from him about the birth of his brand as well as the expansion. So this is intended to resemble a flask, like from the 20s. Like a flask still can look like this. They're a little different now, but his larger fragrance bottles all have this shape. I'm going to say the ones that are a little more feminine are white. The bottles are white. And then there's another bottle that is a little lighter than this shade of brown. And I'm pretty sure that I've also seen a blue one. And I feel like that might be for more masculine scents. So here's the top. Let me get a test strip. I'm going to spray it first, and then I'm going to tell you what the fragrance notes are. Have you all heard of Chris Collins before for fragrance, or the world of Chris Collins? Or is this your first time? Let me know in the comments. Here goes. Ooh. Okay, Sandra. He's good looking. He's very good looking. So I like this because I can smell remnants of it from the air, and I'm getting what I very much like from the original African Rooibos scent, which is a tea scent. Girl, listen. And so this is my first full-size bottle of Chris Collins African Rooibos Intens. All right. Now, I like it. Let's be clear. I like it. I think I washed my hands before I started. I sprayed on my skin. And this was probably one of the first, okay, besides Lost in Paradise, I think this was the first one I sprayed on my skin with the Discovery set and was like, I liked the journey that it was taking me on. I liked how it smelled to begin and was like, oh, this is nice and pleasant. And I like it. It's different than, I would say, typical fragrances in terms of being, now, it's changing. So it's giving me that herbal, but it's a nice herbal. Let me tell you what the notes are. I have to look it up because I can't remember stuff anymore by heart, yeah. But I do know that the African Rooibos Intens has the added note of, I believe, vanilla bourbon, which is different. And I feel like as it is drying down a little bit, I might be picking up some of that. So the fragrance notes for African Rooibos Intens are the top notes of bergamot, cardamom, and black pepper. So while that sounds spicy, it doesn't, to me, it's like a spicy in terms of being aromatic. You know what I mean? Like nutmeg, cinnamon, it's not spicy like, okay. Heart notes are rooibos tea accord, orris butter, vanilla bourbon absolute, and then the base notes are cedarwood, tonka bean, immortelle flower absolute, and ambroxan overdose. So, I wonder how this will change over time, but I do like this. I do like this. And then on this hand, I'm going to spray. Where are my other little? Oh, they're right here in front of my face. So the other two things that I picked up from Chris Collins, and I graduated, but not to the full size yet, but it's coming, is the actual original African Rooibos. So this is a traveler, and I got this from Sephora, and this is the one that I liked first. I picked up the Intense because I was afraid it might not be available if it's limited edition in the full size first, but I can always catch the original African Rooibos at Sephora or in Nordstrom's. And for me, while I absolutely think it's worth the investment, to me, I know some people are like, ain't nothing worth $200 or $300 for fragrance. I understand. I get it. But I like this. It's kind of cozy, but a little bit intense in a good way. Like, just think of a kind of really flavorful, like spicy tea, again, meaning aromatic with a lot of pungent spices in it. I really like this. I like this one too. And we're going to see how she changes over time, because it does take you on a bit of a journey. You literally get a little bit of some of the top notes, the middle, and then you get that dry down. So this is what the Traveler looks like. This is 10 mil. And I believe these retail for around, what am I guessing? Let me just look it up and tell you. So if you kind of like tea or tea scents, if they are a bit cozy for you or just smell nice, like, you know, when you don't want to do too much, but you want to do something. Yeah. It's kind of pretty, but not in like a traditional pretty girl scent way. I may not be making sense at all, but yeah, I think it's kind of pretty. So African Rooibos, the fragrance notes should be pretty much the same, and they are the same. Everything is the same with the exception of the addition of the vanilla bourbon absolute in the intense version, and the ambroxan overdose is in the intense version. Everything else that is in here is in African Rooibos, the original. So glad to have both. I'm certain I will probably layer them together. And yeah. And then the other Traveler that I picked up, now this one I thought was a bit much. I'm gonna come back to that one. This one is Chris Collins, Harlem Nights. This was the other one that I sprayed on my hand and was like, initially. And then as it was drying down, I was like, And then the dry down, I was like, I like it. Like, to me, his fragrances, they are complex, They are very sophisticated to me. And what I really like and why I absolutely think they are worth the investment, besides the fact that it is a man with impeccable taste who was in the fashion world as a model forever and a day. And besides the fact that it is Black owned, which is important to me, I just love that they are very unique. Like, my first impression was that these don't smell like anything I have, and not that I have a lot more now because of this year and exploring fragrance, but they don't smell like anything else I have, and I like that. You know what I mean? I like the thought of one smelling a bit unique, although, you know, fragrances are available everywhere, but let's refresh my memory on Harlem Nights. I know it smelled a little boozy. It's a little strong, but I like it. I like this. No regrets. No regrets for the Intens. No regrets. Let me tell you what the fragrance notes for Harlem Nights. And honestly, I think a man or a woman can wear either of these. I felt like this was sexy and very, not quite mysterious on my skin, but I would say intriguing. Like, what's that? Okay, I'm going to tell you what the fragrance notes are for Harlem Nights. Let's see, but I know it's some alcohol in it. I like this. I really like this. Harlem Nights. And the fragrance notes for Harlem Nights: top notes of rum, clove, and nutmeg, so spicy and a little boozy off the bat. Heart notes of jasmine, orris, and patchouli. This is a pleasant surprise. I didn't remember patchouli was in it. I was beginning to think I do not like patchouli on my skin, but I think it really does depend. I think it depends. It depends. I've tried a few things where I was thinking, no. I thought it was the patchouli, but I guess it just depends. And then the base notes are sandalwood, amber, and musk. This is really nice. I'm going to get a big bottle. Oh. And it's like changing. Like it. This is really nice. I'm going to have a big bottle of Harlem Nights for certain. Now, I might make myself have to wait until the Sephora Spring Holiday Savings event to get it and get my little 20% off discount, but I like this. And this would smell good on a woman or a man. Okay. And then, so I'm glad to have this. And then this one I got a while ago. And when I first sprayed this, I was like, this might be a bit much for me. And then, like, I put it down and I've been, trying different things. And then I sprayed it again one day when I was just lounging around the house and I had on one of my big onesies. And I sprayed it on my skin and I sprayed it on my onesie. And I kept doing whatever I was doing. And I didn't quite forget, but kinda. And then I started smelling something that smelled yummy, like chocolatey, nutty. And then I was like, oh Lord, this is his, African Rooibos is the newest. Like literally, he just created that within the month. This is December of 2025, or at the end of last month or something. Released it, not created, but released it. Before that, this one that I haven't talked about yet, and I got a sample of, is called Chris Collins Forbidden Apple Croque Moi. This was the next newest one after African Rooibos Intens. And then before this one was released, and I'm almost positive this one was released to Sephora initially, maybe solely. And then I think maybe it's available elsewhere, but it's definitely available on his website. But before that, he released this. This is called Lust. When I first sprayed it, I was like, she might be a bit much for me. She might be a bit much. But when I sprayed it again, I'm not gonna mix it. These are so nice. African Rooibos. Really, really nice. Both the regular and the intense. But this Lust Oud Delice, I think it is. She's yummy. She is yummy. It is definitely gourmand-ish, but in a sophisticated way. A very sophisticated way. I like this. And when I was just doing stuff and was like, what smells chocolatey and good. It was this. Let me give you the fragrance notes. This is good. This is good. Lust Oud Delice. So it must have some oud in it. It does. This is nice. This is nice. I'm about to wear the living bleep out of her with a couple of other things to add to it to play on that chocolate and nuttiness. This is good. Top notes: dark chocolate, hazelnut, and walnut. Good. Middle notes: orris concrete, benzoin resin, and cypriol heart. And then the base notes: oud asafi, sandalwood, spicatum. I think that's how you pronounce it. Okay, Chris. And then it says sensual musk. This is nice, and it smells yummy. But it's not like pure chocolate. But I bet it will make somebody want to lean in to your neck. Lust Oud Delice. This is nice. This is nice. And let me do Forbidden Apple. And then I have two others that might be in this Coffret set that I got earlier. And those are travelers. Now, those are travelers. On his website, he calls them travelers, but they're shorter than these. So these are 10 mil pins. I call them all travelers. So yeah, the other ones are just a little bit shorter, but they have a very luxe case that comes with it that I will show you momentarily. And let me spray and give you the notes for Chris Collins' Forbidden Apple Croque. I sprayed it and I was like, oh, I think I like this. Are the notes here? Oh, look. Y'all see what I'm talking about? You see what I'm talking about? You see what I'm talking about? Okay. All right. So this is Forbidden Apple. Oh, nice. like this. I like this. I'll have to, do I have something on? I will have to, I do like it. I think it smells nice. Let's give you the notes, but I want to see how this one smells on my skin. You want to see how all of them smell on your skin, but oh, I like how that spray. Even though it's a little tester. It's a little strong, but it's definitely apple. It's not like apple cider. Ooh. Again, gourmand, edible, but not in a just straight apple. It's juicy. It's giving juicy. Let's give you the notes. Top notes: red apple, pink pepper, brown sugar, and strawberry blossom. Heart notes: cinnamon, fenugreek, pomegranate pulp, and white rum. And then base notes: a fir balsam, vanilla bourbon absolute, and Haitian vetiver. I like this. And the dry down is nice. It's softer, but it's still very present. I think they sold this one out really, really, really quickly. And I can kind of see why. This is nice. This is nice. Forbidden apple, Croque. This is a sampler that I received for getting the African Rooibos Intens full size. And let's do this one or two last Chris Collins scents, and then I'm going to move into the Harlem Perfume Company, which is another new Black-owned and luxe fragrance brand for me. Let's see. So this Coffret set. Try not to put a bunch of glare in your face. This one comes with, I'm gonna have to pull it out because it's not on the box. But this is how it comes. And I think, okay. So this I got during a sale. So these are what he called travelers. And this has Tokyo Blue, which was a new one for me. African Rooibos. Oh yeah, these are the two new ones. Citrus, Grandis, and Lost in Paradise. I have several of these, but it's fine because it is very tropical, coconutty. I love, love, love that scent profile, so can't have too many. But so there are two here. Let's refresh my memory, and I can tell you what the fragrance notes are for these two that are, again, new to my Chris Collins collection. And I have another little set like this that I got with three, but it came with like a gold traveler that I can pop these in. It has his like, look, where is it? The logo. This. Wait a minute. It's like embossed, and I think the name might be on it. So I have to do a separate video and show you that because I don't know why I didn't pull that out here. But I feel like the Sisters Grandis, like I think I liked it because it is citrus. I do think that I felt like this one leaned a little more masculine, but I could wear it, and I am gonna wear it. So let's refresh. Let's refresh my memory on the Citrus Grandis. Let's see, yeah. Mm-hmm. This is a little more musky, which doesn't bother me. But I think on my skin, without anything else under it, it may have to me lean like a little more masculine. But I have enough citrusy other things that I could pair under it or with it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So let's see about the fragrance notes for Citrus Grandis or Grandis. Now that's on sale on his website for quite a bit off for the full size bottle. Okay. It's described as sparkling, sunny, and perceptive. So it has top notes of pomelo, yuzu, and cedrat. I think that's how you pronounce it. Heart notes of blackcurrant, which is surprising because I feel like that's a fragrance note that has been in some of the scents I've tried and didn't hate, but didn't love on my skin. So, okay. Blackcurrant and verbena. Love verbena. Base notes of cedarwood, vetiver, sandalwood, elemi, incense, and musk. I'm going to wear this. I do like this. Is it in my top of his scent so far? No, but I do like it. And I do think this will smell nice on a man. And I also think this will smell nice with more than a couple of my brown sugar babe oils that are fruity with some citrus or some tropical fruit. I do. So yeah, that's Citrus Grandis. And then the last one from Chris Collins that was new. This one, for some reason, I felt like might have been masculine all the way. So I would have to finagle this one if I wore it. But I'm going to spray it again to refresh my memory. And this one is called Tokyo Blue. And I think the story associated, wait a minute, did I do it backwards? No, I didn't. I think the story associated with this one has to do with jazz. But let's see, Tokyo Blue. Oh, this one is half off on his website for the full size. Okay. So the fragrance notes for Tokyo Blue. Oh yeah. Okay, listen. Tokyo Blue captures the profound and intellectual essence of jazz notes, akin to the soulful melodies of a saxophone. Love the storytelling. Yeah. Okay, so top notes are bergamot, galbanum, and ylang ylang. Heart notes are violet leaf, orris, mimosa abs, orange blossom, and rose. And then the base notes are cedarwood and musk. So I think, yeah, yeah, I can smell it in the air. This is the one that's my least favorite for me on my skin because it has, to me, this will probably, his fragrances change through the dry down, but this is one that I definitely would have to either try to layer with some other things that smell sweeter, more feminine, but there is some level of complementary notes to it to wear. But more than likely, I might be gifting this one. Same with Danse Sauvage. That is strong. And now I did do a mix of that with one of the other scents. I can't remember, but it was something he had on his TikTok and I was able to wear it that way. So that way I could use the sample that way. But I would not purchase a traveler or a larger size in Danse Sauvage. I think it smells good. It just was too strong and I felt like that one leaned more masculine. I think it would smell delicious on a good looking man. Yeah, this is my least favorite of them all. Not bad, but my least favorite. And for me, this is giving way more of a masculine type scent with those notes. So that is everything that is currently in my Chris Collins collection. And if you happen to be in the Richmond, Virginia-ish area, and you are a fragrance head or someone who is on a fragrance discovery journey, I am hosting a Scent Bar and Sips Fragrance Happy Hour with Charlene T. Easter the Saturday after Christmas at Artworks, Studios, and Galleries from 5:30 to 7 p.m. And I will be featuring these Chris Collins fragrances. So if you have ever been curious about what some of these scents smell like, I will have all of these there for you to sample on site. There is a fee for the event, and I'm going to put the link for the event page below. It is $45 per person. Your ticket gets you, of course, a casual fragrance presentation where we will explore the world of Chris Collins and these scents that I have. You will be able to sample them. I will have a giveaway, and you will get heavy appetizers, and you will get 2 cocktails. So you must be 21 plus to attend. And yeah, it is a Melanin Magic Meetup for us ladies to get together, kiki, do a little aromatherapy over Chris Collins fragrances, and just enjoy each other for a fragrance happy hour. So if that is something that might be of interest to you, I hope you will join me. And again, I will put the link to the event page below. All right. So that was it for Chris Collins fragrances that I am so happy to have. And oh, there's one last thing for Chris Collins, because this will be there as well. I mentioned at the beginning of the video that and did I get these from Sephora or did I get these from his website? I honestly can't remember. I will make sure if I got this from Chris Collins's website, I will link this below because the fragrances in this discovery set are different than the original set that I have. So this is a newer one, and I picked this one up to use for the event that is coming up, but also because it has newer fragrances from his collection. So it has the Lust Oud Delice, has the African Rooibos. I think this is probably one of his top sellers. It also has Harlem Nights. It has Lost in Paradise, and it has the new Forbidden Apple. So this might be a giveaway. It might be a giveaway. But if watching this video or my other video has you intrigued about his scents, what you would think of them, and how they might smell on your skin, you definitely want to try one of the discovery sets. And if memory serves, this is $25 to get the sampler of these 5 scents. Okay. What are y'all thinking so far? Are you intrigued? Are you like, I must know more about this Chris Collins, in addition to one to support a really good looking Black man's business? Just curious. You can tell me in the chat if you're here, and you can tell me in the comments if you're watching on replay. Okay? All right. Now, let's go to the next Black-owned fragrance house, which is the Harlem Perfume Company. And this is the first discovery set that I purchased from them. This brand is also now in Sephora and available on Sephora.com. I love that for them. I'm almost positive it was maybe this summer that they launched on Sephora and Sephora.com. So the same as with Chris Collins, all of the fragrances that she offers, because the owner is a woman, Black woman, are not available at Sephora, but several of these I believe are. And this discovery set for certain is available there. And this one may have been $30. to get 6 of her scents to try them. So the scents included with this discovery set are Golden Muse, Showgirl, Langston, Billie, Josephine, and Speak Easy. Now, this is a brand that I will also have the samplers available for us to explore during our holiday fragrance happy hour the Saturday after Christmas. And I'm going to tell you the ones that absolutely stood out for me that I love. And 2 of them I have travelers for. One of them I literally made myself because I had already purchased several other things. But one of them I made myself not get right now because I'm like, as much as you really love it, you can wait until spring. You know, sometimes you have to have a talk with yourself. Okay, so I had to have a talk. But let me read what's on the back of this. The Harlem Perfume Company is a fine fragrance brand inspired by the spirit of Harlem and the transformative power of art to awaken, ignite, and captivate. Building on the legacy of its sister brand, the Harlem Candle Company, so she owns that brand too, each fragrance beautifully fuses cultural heritage with modern creativity. We invite all cultures, genders, and generations to define their own era through buildable scent profiles that empower truly signature self-expression. So the ones that I loved on my skin, okay? Golden Muse I bought before I smelled it. Because again of the fragrance notes, it is a tropical type scent. I'm not going to say much like Lost in Paradise, but similar in terms of the notes and the type of scent that I considered it to be by just looking at the notes. Because I also wanted to support the brand. I'm like, there's no way I'm not going to like this. And I was right. Okay. So Golden Muse was the first one that I bought without smelling. But when I tried it, I was like, I love this. I love solar, beachy, tropical fragrances. And yes, typically many people might wear them only during the summer months or spring, but I wear everything all year round, depending on how I feel the days that I wake up. Because although there was snow on the ground here yesterday, I might have wanted to smell like I was going to the beach. Okay. So the next one that I sprayed and was like, oh, I love this, was Langston. And I bought a traveler for that one too recently. And then the last one is Billie. I really like that. I will have a traveler. And again, these are a bit of an investment. So I am easing my way into it because I am trying lots of other fragrances and beauty products. So in the discovery set, it comes in such a cutie pie way. It tells you what the key fragrance notes are here. And then it tells you how the fragrances are supposed to make you feel on the back. I think this is really cute and really nicely done. So let me start going across. Golden Muse, which was the first one that I bought before I smelled it, has notes of sea salt, Tahitian Manoi, and vanilla caviar. I don't need to smell this. This is good. I like it. I like it. Now this is interesting. This is African Rooibos. This is African Rooibos Intens. I still smell it. I smell this one a little bit more, but I can't remember how much I sprayed over here. This is almost, it's so interesting. So interesting. Like them both still, but I digress. Okay, back to Harlem Perfume Company. Golden Muse Showgirl has Fizzy Mandarin, Lavender Diva, and Golden Amber. Langston has chocolate, orange brandy, and jasmine. Clearly, I like the boozy note with the chocolate. It's new to me, but I like it. Billie has orange blossom, ylang, and coconut milk. I like this so much, and I am going to own this one by the spring for certain. Josephine, Italian bergamot, night blooming jasmine, and sandalwood. And then Speak Easy, bourbon, plum blossom, and dark chocolate. So for me, on my skin and to my nose, I loved Golden Muse on me. Showgirl, I didn't love on me, but I mixed it. When I looked at all the notes, I mixed it with one of them, and I like that mix. I like that mix. Right now, do I think I will purchase Showgirl? Talk slowly, Charlene. No. But I think that a lot of people really like that one. Langston, the Traveler. Mm-hmm. Billie, the Traveler's coming. Yes. Josephine, it's for me, it didn't smell bad. It just was very strong. And to me, which is hilarious because it's called Josephine, it was very masculine. It was very masculine to me. And then Speakeasy absolutely was masculine to me. So I was like, those are a bit too much for me on my skin. But I think they would smell really nice on a man. Really nice on a man. So here it says that Speakeasy is smooth and seductive, a nod to Harlem's hidden nights. Josephine is lush and grounding, an intoxication of timeless intrigue. Billie is creamy and soulful, the skin-like embodiment of effortlessness. I get that because it's almost like a skin scent, but it's like fresh with like a hint of citrus. Oh, I like that so much. I'm gonna own Billie. Langston, rich and poetic, a spiced symphony of warmth in the evening. Showgirl, bright and sparkling, the spirit of modern glamour in a bottle. Okay. And then Golden Muse, radiant and unforgettable, a sunlit fusion of exotic, earthy allure. Let me give you the notes for the three that I love and that eventually I'm going to have big bottles of. I'm almost certain of it. And let's start with Golden Muse. So this is what the Traveler looks like. And I purchased this one from Sephora. And is this 10 mil? Or is this? Yes, this is 10 mil as well. I think that their packaging is nice. I think that it's just a little more round and it may not be quite as tall as like some of the other 10 mils like Chris Collins, but this is what Harlem Perfume Company Muse looks like. Oh, I like it. Now I smell this one more. So interesting. This is good. I don't know what that was. I should have put notes on this. This smells good. Man, I wish I knew what this was. It smells so good. Okay. I get excited. I love the aromatherapy benefits of fragrance. It really does lift my mood. I know some people can be sensitive to scents, but I still think, even if not from these two particular brands, there are fragrances that can add to your self-care routine and uplift without being overly strong or bothersome. I like this. I think this is very it's soft, but not soft like you don't smell it. It's kind of creamy. I think it's pretty. And I also think it's not like super formal smelling. I like this. I like this. I like this. Golden Muse. Hold tight. And we're going to wrap this up. All right. Harlem Perfume Co. So in addition to being available, several of these Harlem Perfume Company scents being available on Sephora.com, of course, they have their own website as well, where you can purchase all of her fragrances, because Sephora doesn't have all of them, but they have a few of them for sure, to include the Golden Muse, because that's where I purchased this. So let's take a look at all of the fragrance notes for Golden Muse. And much like Chris Collins, this is a bit of a lower price point, but it is still a bit of an investment for some folks. Let's see here. Golden Muse has top notes of sea salt, bergamot peel, and coconut milk. I love coconut milk. The middle notes, or the heart, are orange blossom, Tahitian Manoi, and hand-picked jasmine. Doesn't that sound delicate and girly? And then the base is myrrh, vanilla caviar, and ambergris. So that is the makeup of Golden Muse Eau de Parfum from the Harlem Perfume Company. Love this. Going to wear her out for certain. And then I might have to mix these. Wait a minute. What did I spray over here? What did I spray over here, y'all? Oh, the apple. It's still there. It's kind of faint, so I might need to spray more. And we're not super moisturized. And so that might make a difference too. But she's still there. She's faintly there. So we're going to spray Langston over here. I like it. So let's find Langston. This is the Traveler for Langston. Each one, as you could tell from the discovery set, has like a color theme to it and a story, which I love. I love the creativity and the history behind many of the stories, especially between the two brands, because there's like a connection to this whole Harlem Renaissance type thing, which I love, that they are seeing each other as not competitors, but they're collaborating. The brands don't work together, but based on some other things I've seen online in discussions, I think the two owners work closely together. And I love that. I love that they have similar scent names, some similarity to scent stories, and what the stories are based on, but that they are not, like at each other, like you're my competition, so I can't support you or partner with you in any way. I love that they are not acting that way at all. So Langston, top notes, cinnamon, ooh, caramel apple, and chocolate. Middle notes, orange brandy, night blooming jasmine, and orris. And then the base is tonka bean, sandalwood, musks, and vanilla. This is good. Man, this is good. I can smell the cinnamon. It's almost like cinnamon apple, but I also know I was getting that chocolate when I first smelled it. I like this. I I really like this. I love the complexity. I love that these are gourmand, meaning they have like food components, but they don't just smell like straight food. They are more elevated. They are sophisticated. They are complex. And I love that they take you on the journey from the top note, from your first spray to as it's drying down, to sort of like that initial dry down, to when it's all the way dried and it's going to stay with you for the rest of the time that you're wearing it, right? I like this. I think that between the Harlem Perfume Company and the world of Chris Collins, if you like edible, yummy, complex, sophisticated, and sensual scents, you definitely want to get your nose on these fragrances to figure out which one of these, or which 3 or 4 of these are your flavor. Really, really good. Really, really good. Oh, and I wonder, let's see, since that one has some apple in it, it has some other stuff in it too. But I wonder if I would, you're gonna put some of the forbidden apple on this side. So yeah, so now I'm about to just start playing with all the fragrances. But this is what I wanted to share with you all today, as I am still working my way through Charlene's Melanin Magic Holidays by sharing all of the things that I've picked up over a few months. Ooh. Nice. And I think these would be really nice. Again, I wear whatever I like, whenever I like it. It doesn't matter the time of day. It doesn't matter where I'm going. And it doesn't matter the time of year. But for people who like cozy, super edible, ooh, yummy smelling scents for winter and fall, some of these might really be up your alley. So thank you for watching. If you tuned in, thank you for being here with me this morning. And I will ensure that links for all of these Black-owned fragrances are below. And oh, 2 more things. I wanted to share the notes for Billie, which I don't have yet, but she can be added by spring. It's really nice. Like if you like what they call the clean girl aesthetic, where you just smell nice, but it's not like too much. It's not overly perfumey. This might be your vibe. Billie has top notes of lush green leaves, neroli, sparkling bergamot, and orange blossom. Mid notes of gardenia, jasmine petals, frangipani, and ylang ylang. And then base notes. This is why I love that thing. Coconut milk. I love coconut milk. Sandalwood, vanilla, vetiver, and creamy musk. Billie is good. Billie gonna be in a video soon. I gotta wait. But Billie gonna be added to my Harlem Perfume Company collection. And don't be surprised if I skip the Traveler and go right to the full size. I love that. Oh, it smells so good. These are good. So remember, everything will be linked below. If you are interested in trying either or both of the brands and you don't know where to start with the sampler set. The discovery sets are either $25 or $30. Both are available at Sephora.com. And if you happen to be in the Richmond area and you are a melanated woman and you would love to hang out with me and other melanated women while we enjoy and explore the world of Chris Collins, Harlem Perfume Company, and another Black-owned brand that I have some scents from called Octavia Morgan, LA. Check out my Scent Bar and Sips Fragrance Happy Hour to be held at Artworks Studios and Galleries on Saturday, December 27th from 5:30 to 7. So yeah, that is it for this video. And oh, the very last thing. I love this lip combo. I was supposed to do this at the beginning of the video, but you know, perimenopause, brain fog, all the things. All right. So this is another Black-owned brand. How do I do this? Can you see? Yeah. This is another Black-owned brand, and these are from the Lip Bar. These are liquid mattes, and the shades are Commando, which is the lighter one, and then Naturalista, which is the deeper one that almost matches my sweater. So that's my lip look today. And that is truly it. If you enjoyed the video, please like it, give it a thumbs up. If you have other frag heads or people who are even getting into fragrances and want to support Black-owned brands and don't mind a bougie price tag, you know, making a little bit of an investment, feel free to share this video with them and invite them to come back. And I hope that you will also subscribe to the channel for more Melanin Magic mindset conversation that centers around fragrance, beauty, and wellness routines. I hope that you will have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.